Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be diving deep into Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This book has really inspired so many people to achieve success and stuff. I mean, it's a classic for a reason, right?
Absolutely.
We're going to be looking at, we've got the YouTube audiobook and some key excerpts from the transcript. And we really want to kind of zero in on, what are the core principles?
Right.
What are those just unforgettable stories that really make this book so compelling. Oh, and we're also going to be on the lookout for this mysterious Carnegie secret that Hill hints at throughout the book,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, that's a really, really cool way to frame this whole exploration. He learned the secret from the steel tycoon Andrew Carnegie,
Huh.
but he never really comes out and explicitly says what it is. He wants you to discover it for yourself as you're, going through these powerful principles that he lays out in the book.
Okay, so it's like a treasure hunt kind of woven into this book, pushing you to actively engage with the material. I love that. So, as we unpack these principles, let's see if we can maybe piece together what the secret is along the way. What do you say?
Sounds good. Now, Hill kicks things off with a principle he calls burning desire. And he makes the argument that this is like the foundation of any real achievement.
Burning desire. That sounds pretty intense. So it's not just about wanting something, but it's about having this unstoppable drive to actually make it happen.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. He tells us a really cool story about Edwin Barnes, who had this unwavering desire to work with Thomas Edison, not just for him, but with him.
Wow.
He wanted to be Edison's business partner.
Wow, he aimed high. But how did he make that happen? Did he have special connections or qualifications or something?
No, not at all. That's what makes it so powerful. He just had this laser focus on his goal.
Yeah.
It wasn't about a fancy title or just getting a paycheck or anything like that. It was something deeper, more ambitious. And guess what? His persistence and that focused desire, they ultimately led him to becoming Edison's partner.
Now that's inspiring. It really shows how powerful a burning desire can be when it's coupled with focused action. But how can we cultivate that kind of burning desire in our own lives? Are there practical steps that we can take?
Yeah, absolutely. Hill really emphasizes the importance of clarity and belief.
Yeah.
You really got to identify what is it that truly sets your soul on fire,
Right.
and then cultivate an unwavering belief that you can actually achieve it. Visualize your desired outcome. Really immerse yourself in that feeling of success and let it fuel your actions.
So it's about igniting that internal fire and then fanning the flames with belief and consistent action. Do you think this whole concept of burning desire might be part of that secret that Carnegie was hinting at?
It's definitely a possibility. I mean, after all, without that burning desire, it's easy to get sidetracked or discouraged and ultimately give up on our goals.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So we have the fuel, that's the burning desire, but what about the roadmap? How do we actually move towards our goals?
Right. Well, that's where definiteness of purpose comes in.
Hmm.
Hill really stresses that it's not enough to just have this kind of vague desire. You really need a clear and specific goal. He outlines these concrete steps to actually turn those desires into reality.
Okay.
And one of the most important ones is actually writing down your goals and plans.
So no more wishy-washy dreams. We need concrete plans to back up those desires, right?
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
about taking that burning desire and channeling it into focused action. And Hill even gives this historical example to illustrate it. Think about the creation of United States Steel.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought that was mainly J.P. Morgan, though.
Well, he definitely played a significant role, but it was actually Charles Schwab's clear vision and really persuasive presentation that really captivated Morgan. Schwab really laid out this detailed plan for the future of the steel industry and emphasized efficiency and global dominance.
Ah, so a well-defined purpose backed by a solid plan led to the creation of this massive corporation. That's a pretty powerful example. So do you see this definiteness of purpose as another potential piece of the Carnegie secret puzzle?
Without a doubt. A clear goal, a well-defined plan, and the unwavering commitment to actually see it through. These are crucial elements for anyone seeking success. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. It's like having a compass and a map to guide you through the uncharted territories of achieving those dreams.
Okay, I'm starting to see how these principles build upon each other. What comes next in this journey of Think and Grow Rich? Well, Hill takes a fascinating turn here and dives into the power of imagination. And he identifies these two forms of imagination: synthetic imagination and creative imagination.
Imagination. I'm intrigued. I feel like we could all use a bit more imagination in our lives, but what's the difference between those two types?
Okay, so synthetic imagination involves rearranging familiar ideas into new combinations. So think of those inventors who take existing technologies and they combine them in these innovative ways.
Ah, so it's like a creative puzzle kind of, taking things that we already know but like reshaping them into something new and exciting.
Exactly. Now, creative imagination, that's the source of entirely new ideas.
Mm.
And these ideas often arise from the subconscious mind, that deep well of untapped potential.
That's where it gets really interesting. I mean, groundbreaking inventions like Amazon or the iPhone, they didn't just come from rearranging existing ideas, did they? They came from tapping into that creative imagination.
Exactly. And to illustrate this concept, Hill shares this really captivating story of the creation of Coca-Cola.
Wait, Coca-Cola, you mean like the globally recognized beverage? You're telling me that that it all started with creative imagination.
It did. It all began with with a secret formula and a simple kettle.
A kettle. Seriously, it's hard to imagine something as iconic as Coke coming from such uh, humble beginnings, you
I
know.
know, right? It just goes to show that the power of an idea, when it's fueled by imagination, can really lead to extraordinary outcomes.
So it's about recognizing the potential in something that that other people might just completely overlook. You know, it's about having the vision to see beyond the ordinary and create something truly extraordinary.
Precisely. And that vision, that ability to tap into creative imagination could very well be another facet of the Carnegie secret.
I think you might be onto something. After all, without imagination, we'd be stuck in a world of limitations. You know, unable to conceive of new possibilities or breakthroughs. Okay, we have the desire, we have the plan, and now we have the imagination to fuel our journey. What's next?
Well, no matter how strong your desire is or how detailed your plan or how vivid your imagination, there will inevitably be uh, obstacles along the path to success.
Oh yeah,
And that's where persistence comes into play. Hill considered this to be absolutely crucial for overcoming those setbacks and achieving any worthwhile goal.
persistence. You mean that never give up attitude that helps you like push through the challenges and setbacks?
Exactly. Hill himself faced numerous setbacks on his path to success. In fact, he experienced multiple failures before he finally achieved that breakthrough with Think Grow Rich.
Wow. So even Hill faced his fair share of struggles. That makes his message even more relatable and inspiring. You know, it means that we don't have to be perfect or have everything figured out to succeed. We just need to keep going, keep learning, and keep pushing forward.
He hit the nail on the head. And to further illustrate this point, Hill highlights the incredible story of Merle Haggard, the country music legend.
Oh, I know Merle Haggard. His music is so raw and authentic. You know, really reflects the struggles of everyday life. But what's his connection to persistence?
Okay, so Haggard's journey was anything but easy. He went from a difficult childhood to a life of crime. He even spent time in prison.
Wow, prison. That's a pretty rough start. How did he manage to turn his life around?
Through sheer persistence. While he was in prison, he used this time to develop his musical talents and in songwriting skills. He channeled his experiences, both the good and the bad, into his music, and his unwavering determination ultimately led him to become one of the most influential voices in country music.
That's an incredible story. It really proves that no matter what our past holds, persistence and a belief in ourselves can help us overcome any obstacle and achieve remarkable things. You know?
Exactly. It's a testament to the human spirit's ability to rise above challenges and create a brighter future. And this quality of persistence, this refusal to give up on your dreams, could very well be a core element of the Carnegie secret.
It makes perfect sense. Without persistence, you know, we probably crumble at the first sign of difficulty. It's the driving force that propels us forward, even when the going gets tough. Okay, I'm starting to see a pattern here. These principles seem to build upon each other, forming this powerful framework for success. What other insights does Hill offer on this journey?
Well, one of the most impactful principles Hill discusses is the mastermind principle. This is the power of surrounding yourself with a group of like-minded individuals to amplify your knowledge, support your journey, and really help you achieve your goals.
Okay, the mastermind principle. So it's not just about like networking or having a bunch of contacts. It's about forming, deep collaborative relationships with people who actually who share your vision.
Exactly. It's about creating a synergistic alliance of minds. A group of individuals who are committed to helping each other succeed. He'll give some really practical advice on forming and maintaining a mastermind alliance, emphasizing the importance of finding individuals who possess qualities that actually complement your own, and are willing to contribute their unique talents and perspectives.
So it's like assembling a dream team of advisors and mentors and supporters, all working together towards this common goal. Who wouldn't want that on their journey to success?
Right. It's a reminder that we don't have to go it alone, but
Yeah.
tapping into that collective wisdom and experience and support of a mastermind group, we can achieve far more than we ever could on our own.
Now that's a powerful concept. It's about leveraging the power of collaboration and shared knowledge to propel each other forward. Do you see this? Do you see this mastermind principle as a potential piece of the Carnegie secret?
Absolutely. Think about it. Carnegie himself was a master of collaboration. He built his empire through these strategic partnerships and alliances. The ability to create and nurture those relationships, to harness the power of a mastermind group, that's undoubtedly a key ingredient for success.
Yeah, I'm totally with you on that. It makes you realize that that success isn't just about individual brilliance. It's about recognizing the value of collaboration and surrounding yourself with people who can help you reach your full potential. Okay, we've covered some incredibly powerful principles. I'm eager to see what other insights Hill has in store for us. Where do we go from here?
Now let's delve into a realm that often gets overlooked on the path to success, and that is the subconscious mind. Hill reveals it as this powerful force that can be harnessed to manifest desires and bring our goals to life.
The subconscious mind. That sounds a bit mysterious. What exactly is it, and how does it work?
Well, it's fascinating. Really, Hill explains that the subconscious mind is kind of like this giant filing cabinet, storing all of our thoughts and beliefs and experiences and memories. It's constantly working behind the scenes, influencing our actions and behaviors and perceptions.
Wow, so it's like this hidden operating system that's running our lives, shaping our reality without us even realizing it.
In a way, yes. And Hill emphasizes that we can influence our subconscious mind through various means, including the power of autosuggestion, visualization, and by carefully choosing the thoughts and beliefs that we focus on.
So it's about becoming aware of the programs that are running in our subconscious mind, and
Right.
maybe rewriting the ones that are no longer serving us, like replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones.
Exactly. And Hill provides specific techniques for reprogramming our subconscious mind,
Yeah.
such as using affirmations, visualizing our desired outcomes, and surrounding ourselves with positive influences.
It's like taking control of our inner world, creating a mental environment that really supports our growth and success. Um, do you think this understanding of the subconscious mind might be another piece of the Carnegie secret?
I believe it's a crucial piece. After all, if we're not aware of the power of our subconscious mind, we're essentially letting it run on autopilot,
Yeah.
potentially sabotaging our efforts without even realizing it.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's about becoming conscious creators of our reality. Aligning our subconscious beliefs with our conscious desires. It's getting really deep. What other insights does Hill offer about the subconscious mind?
One of the most intriguing aspects is its connection to what Hill calls infinite intelligence.
Infinite intelligence. Okay, now we're getting into uncharted territory. What exactly does that mean?
Well, Hill believed that infinite intelligence is this universal source of wisdom and knowledge that we can tap into through our subconscious mind. He described it as this vast reservoir of creative power and potential that's available to everyone.
So it's like connecting to a higher power or a universal consciousness, accessing a source of wisdom and guidance that's greater than
You
ourselves.
got it. And Hill believed that we can access this infinite intelligence through various practices, including prayer, meditation, and by cultivating a deep sense of faith and belief.
That's a pretty powerful concept. It suggests that we're not limited by our own abilities or resources. We have access to unlimited potential through our connection to this universal source. Do you see this connection to infinite intelligence as a key part of the Carnegie secret?
Without a doubt. Think about it. Carnegie himself attributed much of his success to his unwavering faith and his belief in a power greater than himself. Tapping into this infinite intelligence, this source of wisdom and inspiration, could very well be the key to unlocking uh, extraordinary achievements.
Wow, this is definitely a lot to ponder. It makes you realize that success isn't just about hard work and strategy. It's about aligning ourselves with a power greater than ourselves, tapping into this universal source of wisdom and creativity. Okay, we've uncovered some incredibly profound insights so far. I'm excited to see what other treasures await us in this deep dive. Where do we go from here?
Well, to truly unlock the power of Think and Grow Rich, we need to understand something else that Hill highlights, and that is the 6 basic fears that can hold us back from achieving our full potential.
The 6 basic fears. That sounds a bit daunting. What are these fears, and how do they impact our journey to success?
Okay, well, these are fears that are deeply ingrained in our subconscious, often operating below our level of awareness. They can sabotage our efforts, limit our beliefs, and prevent us from taking the necessary actions to achieve our goals.
Okay, that's starting to sound a little scary. I'm definitely curious to learn more about these fears and how we can overcome them. Where do we start?
Well, the first fear on Hill's list, and arguably the most destructive, is the fear of poverty.
Fear of poverty. Yeah, I can see how that would be a major roadblock. I mean, when you're constantly worried about money, it's hard to focus on anything else, right? It can like consume your thoughts and prevent you from taking risks or pursuing your dreams.
Exactly. Hill points out that this fear is often rooted in our primal instincts for survival. It's a deep-seated fear that can even be passed down through generations.
Yeah.
Influencing our relationship with money and our beliefs about abundance.
So it's not just about our personal experiences with money, but it can also be shaped by our family history, societal conditioning, and even cultural beliefs.
You're absolutely right. And in today's world, with economic uncertainty and these constant financial pressures, this fear can be amplified, leading to anxiety and stress and a sense of scarcity. But Hill reminds us that poverty is it's a state of mind, not a predetermined fate.
So how do we break free from the grip of this fear? How do we shift our mindset from scarcity to abundance?
Okay, well, Hill emphasizes the importance of developing what he calls a money consciousness. It's about cultivating a positive belief in our ability to create wealth and attract abundance into our lives. It's about focusing on our strengths, identifying opportunities, and taking action even in the face of fear.
So it's about rewiring our thinking, replacing those limiting beliefs with empowering ones. It's about believing in ourselves and our capacity to create a life of prosperity and abundance. Do you see this shift in mindset as a potential part of the Carnegie Secret?
I believe it's a fundamental part. After all, if we're constantly operating from a base of fear and scarcity, we're likely to attract more of the same. But by cultivating a money consciousness, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and opportunities, allowing abundance to flow into our lives.
Yeah, I'm starting to see how these principles all work together, forming this powerful synergy for success. Okay, the fear of poverty is a tough one, but I'm ready to face it head on. What's next on Hill's list of fears?
Next up is the fear of criticism, a fear that can be particularly terrorizing.
Fear of criticism. Oh, I know this one all too well. The fear of judgment or rejection can be so intense that it keeps us playing small. Holding back our ideas and talents for fear of what other people might think.
You're exactly right. And this fear is often fueled by past experiences where we've been criticized or ridiculed or made to feel inadequate. But Hill reminds us that criticism is often a reflection of the critic's own insecurities and limitations, not a true reflection of our worth or potential.
It's like that saying, "What other people think of me is none of my business." It's about recognizing that that we can't please everyone, and that focusing on external validation will only hold us back from pursuing our true path.
Precisely. And Hill encourages us to develop resilience in the face of criticism. He advises us to not take it personally, to use it as an opportunity for growth and learning, and to surround ourselves with supportive and encouraging people who believe in our potential.
That's great advice. It's about creating a positive and nurturing environment for ourselves,
Hmm.
both internally and externally, where we feel safe to express ourselves and take risks and pursue our dreams without that fear of judgment. Do you think this ability to overcome the fear of criticism might be another piece of the Carnegie secret?
I believe it's essential. Think about it. Carnegie himself was a bold and visionary leader, someone who wasn't afraid to challenge the status quo and push the boundaries of what was possible. He certainly faced his share of criticism, but he never let it deter him from pursuing his vision.
That makes perfect sense. It takes courage to step outside of our comfort zones and pursue our dreams, right? And the fear of criticism can be a major obstacle. So learning to navigate and overcome this fear is crucial for anyone seeking to achieve great things.
Exactly.
Okay, we're tackling these fears head on. What's the next one on Hill's list?
Well, the third fear on Hill's list is one that's quite understandable, and that is the fear of ill health.
The fear of ill health. Yeah, I think that's a pretty universal fear. No one wants to experience illness or pain, right? And with all the information out there about health risks and diseases and potential dangers, it's easy to get caught up in a cycle of worry and anxiety about our health.
You're right. It's a natural human concern. We want to feel good, we want to be healthy, and we want to enjoy life to the fullest. But Hill cautions us against dwelling on these negative thoughts about health, as this can actually weaken our immune systems and make us more susceptible to illness.
So it's not about ignoring potential health risks, but it's about focusing on cultivating a positive mindset and taking proactive steps to actually to maintain our well-being.
Exactly. Hill emphasized the importance of focusing on positive thoughts and beliefs about health and well-being. He suggested incorporating practices like visualization, affirmations, and gratitude
Hmm.
into our daily routines to strengthen our mental and emotional resilience. He also encourages us to adopt a proactive approach to health, focusing on prevention, healthy habits, and a holistic approach to well-being.
That's a great point. It's about taking care of our mental and emotional health as well as our physical health. It's about cultivating a positive attitude and taking practical steps to support our overall well-being. Do you think this approach to health and well-being might be part of the Carnegie secret?
Absolutely. Carnegie himself was known for his vitality and longevity.
Yeah.
He attributed much of his success to his healthy habits and his positive outlook on life. He understood that physical and mental well-being were essential for achieving great things.
That makes perfect sense. After all, it's hard to pursue our dreams and make a meaningful impact on the world if we're constantly battling illness or struggling with low energy. So taking care of our health is a vital part of the success equation.
Exactly. And Hill's insights on overcoming the fear of ill health offer valuable guidance for anyone seeking to live a long, healthy, and fulfilling life.
This is fascinating stuff. Okay, we've tackled three of the six basic fears. I'm ready to explore the next one. What's up next on Hill's list?
Now let's dive into a fear that can be particularly painful, and that is the fear of loss of love. This fear can stem from past experiences of rejection or abandonment or heartbreak, leaving these deep emotional wounds that can impact our relationships and our sense of self-worth.
Fear of loss of love. Yeah, that one hits close to home for a lot of people.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
our need for love and connection is so fundamental, and the fear of losing that can be incredibly powerful.
You're absolutely right, and this fear can manifest in different ways,
Mm.
from clinging to unhealthy relationships out of fear of being alone,
Mm.
to sabotaging potentially good relationships due to fear of intimacy or vulnerability.
So it's about becoming aware of our patterns and developing healthy coping mechanisms for
Yeah.
dealing with the complexities of love and relationships. It's about understanding our fears and learning to approach relationships from a place of love and trust rather than fear.
Exactly. Hill emphasizes the importance of self-love and self-acceptance as the foundation for healthy relationships.
Mhm.
He believed that until we truly love and accept ourselves, we can't fully love and accept another.
That makes perfect sense. It's about recognizing our own worthiness of love and connection, understanding that we don't need external validation to feel whole and complete.
You nail it. It's about shifting our focus from seeking love to giving love, from a place of lack to a place of abundance. Hill encourages us to cultivate self-love, to practice forgiveness, and to focus on building healthy and fulfilling relationships based on mutual respect, trust, and open communication.
What a beautiful concept.
About transforming fear into love,
Yeah.
creating a space for genuine connection and intimacy.
Do you think this ability to overcome that fear of loss of love might be another piece of the Carnegie secret?
I believe it's a vital piece. After all, Carnegie himself, he really understood the importance of strong relationships, both personally and professionally. He knew that surrounding himself with people he loved and trusted was essential for his well-being and his success.
Yeah, that's a great point. It really highlights the importance of cultivating healthy and supportive relationships in all areas of our lives. Okay, we're making progress in understanding and overcoming these basic fears. What's next on our list?
Well, the fifth fear on Hill's list is one that often intensifies as we get older, and
Yeah.
that is the fear of old age.
Fear of old age. Yeah, I can see how that can be a challenging one. We live in a society that often equates youth with beauty, vitality, and success. And as we age, we're bombarded with these messages that tell us we're losing our value, our relevance, and our desirability.
Exactly. And that pressure to stay young, to fight that natural aging process can lead to all sorts of anxieties and insecurities. It can make us feel like we're running out of time, like
Yeah.
we're losing our grip on who we are and what we have to offer the world.
So it's about reframing our perspective on aging, right? Recognizing the beauty and the wisdom that come with each stage of life. It's about embracing the fullness of our experiences, honoring the journey, and finding joy and purpose in each new chapter.
Precisely. Hill reminds us that aging is a natural part of life. It's a process that brings with it a wealth of knowledge and an experience and perspective. He encourages us to embrace the aging process with grace and dignity, to continue learning and growing, and to find meaning and purpose in our later years.
That's a great message. It's about shifting our focus from fear to acceptance, from resistance to embracing the fullness of life. Do you think this perspective on aging might be a part of the Carnegie secret?
I believe it's a significant part. After all, Carnegie himself continued to learn and grow and contribute to the world well into his later years.
Yeah.
He understood that age didn't diminish his value or his ability to make a difference. In fact, he embraced his wisdom and experience, using it to guide and inspire others.
That's incredibly inspiring. It reminds us that we're never too old to learn, grow, and make a meaningful contribution to the world.
Exactly. And Hill's insights on overcoming the fear of old age offer valuable guidance for anyone seeking to live a long and fulfilling life that embraces the richness of each stage of life.
Okay, we're facing our fears head on and reclaiming the power that comes with embracing the fullness of life. What's the final fear on Hill's list?
Well, the final fear is one that many people consider to be the most profound and universal, and that is the fear of death.
Fear of death. Yeah, that's a big one. It's something that most people grapple with at some point in their lives. It's the fear of the unknown, the fear of losing everything we hold dear, and the fear of our own mortality.
You're right. It's a fear that can be deeply rooted in our existential anxieties about the meaning of life and the uncertain nature of what lies beyond. And with all the turmoil and uncertainty in the world, it's easy to get caught up in fear and worry about our own mortality.
So how do we navigate this fear? How do we find peace and acceptance in the face of our own mortality?
Well, Hill reminds us that death is a natural part of life's cycle. It's the inevitable conclusion to our earthly journey. He emphasized that by focusing on living a fulfilling and purposeful life, by creating a legacy of love and kindness and service. We can transcend our fear of death and find a sense of peace and purpose.
That's a powerful message. It's about shifting our focus from fear to gratitude, from anxiety to purpose. It's about recognizing that our lives have meaning and that we can make a positive impact on the world, even in the face of our own mortality.
It's about embracing the present moment.
Yes.
Appreciating the beauty and wonder of life, and focusing on what truly matters. It's about living with intention and leaving a legacy of loving kindness. Hill's insights on overcoming the fear of death are a powerful reminder that our lives have meaning and purpose.
Okay.
By focusing on living a fulfilling and purposeful life, by creating a legacy that extends beyond ourselves, we can transcend our fear of death and find a sense of peace and fulfillment.
This is incredibly profound. Okay, we've explored the six basic fears, those deep-seated anxieties that can hold us back from achieving our full potential. But Hill doesn't stop there. He also identifies 30 major causes of failure, providing insights into the pitfalls that can really derail our journey to success. I'm curious to explore some of these causes of failure and see if we can extract some valuable lessons.
Absolutely. Hill believed that by understanding these common pitfalls, we can increase our awareness, make more informed choices, and really increase our chances of achieving our goals.
So it's like having this roadmap of potential hazards,
All right.
helping us navigate the terrain of success more effectively. What are some of the major causes of failure that Hill highlights?
Well, one of the most common causes of failure is the lack of a well-defined purpose in life. Hill believed that without this uh, clear vision of what we want to achieve, without that burning desire that fuels our actions, we're likely to drift aimlessly and never really reach our full potential.
That makes perfect sense. It's like setting out on a journey without a destination in mind. You might wander around for a while, exploring different paths, but you'll never truly arrive anywhere.
Exactly. Hill emphasizes the importance of identifying our definite chief aim. That burning desire that gives our lives meaning and direction.
So it's about taking the time to reflect on our values and our passions and our aspirations, and then aligning our actions with those goals.
Precisely. And Hill suggested various techniques for discovering our definite chief aim, including introspection, visualization, and engaging in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment.
Okay, so having a clear purpose is crucial. What other pitfalls does Hill warn us about?
Well, he also highlights the lack of ambition as a major cause of failure. He believed that we should aspire to achieve greatness, to set our sights high, and to never settle for mediocrity.
So it's about having that hunger for growth, that drive to push beyond our limits and reach our full potential.
Exactly. Hill believed that we're all capable of achieving extraordinary things, but we need to have the uh, ambition, the drive, and the willingness to step outside our comfort zones. He cautioned against letting fear or self-doubt or negative influences hold us back from pursuing our dreams.
That's incredibly inspiring. It's about believing in ourselves, embracing our potential, and pursuing our goals with passion and determination. What about procrastination? Is that something that Hill considered a major cause of failure?
Absolutely. He'll consider procrastination to be a major enemy of success. A subtle form of self-sabotage that prevents us from taking action and moving forward.
Oh, I think we've all been guilty of procrastination at some point. It's so easy to get caught up in distractions, to put things off until tomorrow, or to let fear and self-doubt paralyze us.
Yeah, you're right. It's a common human tendency. But he'll emphasize that the longer we procrastinate, the more difficult it becomes to actually take action. He encouraged developing the habit of taking immediate action, even if it's just a small step to build momentum and overcome procrastination.
So it's about breaking down those big tasks into smaller, more manageable steps, setting deadlines, and holding ourselves accountable. It's about taking action even when we don't feel like it, and building momentum towards our goals.
Exactly. And Hill suggested various techniques for overcoming procrastination, such as uh, focusing on the positive outcomes of taking action, rewarding ourselves for our progress, and surrounding ourselves with supportive and encouraging people who can help us stay motivated.
That's a great advice. It's about shifting our focus from the pain of doing something to the pleasure of achieving the desired result. Okay, we've talked about procrastination, but what about our thoughts and beliefs? Do those play a role in success or failure?
Absolutely. Hill emphasized that our thoughts have a powerful influence on our reality. He believed that negative thinking patterns, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs can be major contributors to failure. He encouraged developing a positive mental attitude, focusing on solutions rather than problems, and cultivating empowering beliefs that support our goals.
So it's about becoming aware of our self-talk, challenging those negative thoughts and limiting beliefs, and replacing them with positive and empowering affirmations.
Precisely. He'll believe that by transforming our inner world, by cultivating a positive and optimistic mindset, we create a more favorable environment for success.
This is so important. It's about recognizing that our thoughts shape our reality, and that by taking control of our thoughts, we can shape our destiny. Okay, we've explored some of the internal factors that can contribute to failure. What about external factors? Are there any external circumstances that can hinder our journey to success?
Yes, Hill acknowledges that there are external factors, things like unfavorable economic conditions,
Yeah.
lack of access to resources, or even bad luck that can present challenges on the path to success.
So it's not always about our effort or our mindset. Sometimes external circumstances can throw us a curveball.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But Hill emphasizes that while we can't always control external circumstances, we could control our response to them. He encourages developing resilience, adaptability, and a willingness to learn from challenges, even those that seem unfair or beyond our control.
So it's about having that growth mindset, seeing setbacks as opportunities for learning, and finding creative solutions to overcome obstacles, regardless of the circumstances.
Exactly. He'll believe that success is often born out of adversity,
Hmm.
and that by embracing challenges and learning from our mistakes, we become stronger, more resourceful, and more capable of achieving our goals.
This is incredibly empowering. It reminds us that we have the power to choose our response to any situation, and that even in the face of adversity, we can find opportunities for growth and transformation.
Now, having explored the causes of failure, let's shift our focus to the qualities that contribute to success. He'll believe that certain traits and habits are essential for achieving greatness in any field.
Okay, I'm ready to hear about the secrets to success. What are some of the key qualities that Hill identified?
Well, one of the most important qualities is definiteness of purpose, a concept we've discussed earlier. Hill believed that without a clear vision of what we want to achieve, without that burning desire that fuels our actions, we're unlikely to reach our full potential.
So it's about having that passion, that purpose, that clear vision of what we want to create in our lives.
Exactly. And it's about aligning our actions with our goals, ensuring that every step we take is moving us closer to our desired outcome.
Okay, a clear purpose is essential. What other qualities does Hill emphasize?
He highlights the importance of faith, believing in ourselves, and our ability to achieve our goals, even when we face setbacks or challenges.
So it's about cultivating self-belief, trusting in our abilities, and maintaining a positive and optimistic outlook, even when things get tough.
Precisely. So having that unwavering conviction that we can overcome obstacles and create the life we desire.
What about creativity? Does Hill talk about the importance of imagination and innovation?
Absolutely. He emphasizes the power of imagination, the ability to envision our goals as already achieved,
Yeah.
to think outside the box, and to find creative solutions to challenges.
So it's about harnessing the power of our minds to create our reality, to see possibilities where others see limitations.
Yes, Hill believed that our thoughts have a powerful influence on our reality, and that by focusing on what we want to create, we can attract it into our lives.
Okay, so we need a clear purpose, unwavering faith, and a vivid imagination. What else is crucial for achieving success?
And of course, Hill emphasizes the importance of persistence. That unwavering determination to keep going even when we face setbacks and challenges. He believed that persistence is the quality that separates those who achieve greatness from those who fall short.
Persistence. Yeah, we've talked about that before, but it's clearly a theme that runs throughout Think and Grow Rich. It's about having that grit, that resilience, that refusal to give up on our dreams, no matter what obstacles we encounter.
Exactly. Hill provides countless examples of individuals who achieved extraordinary success through sheer persistence. Individuals like Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, and Helen Keller. He emphasizes that every failure, every setback brings with it a valuable lesson, and that by learning from our mistakes and continuing to move forward, we eventually reach our destination.
It's about having that growth mindset, seeing challenges as opportunities for learning and refinement, and never giving up on ourselves or our dreams.
Okay, we've covered some of the core qualities that Hill believed were essential for success. What else did he emphasize in this journey of Think and Grow Rich?
Well, he circles back to a concept that we've explored a bit earlier, and that is the power of the sixth sense.
The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about how this involves accessing intuition, inspiration, and a deeper level of knowing that transcends our rational mind. I'm still a bit skeptical, but also very intrigued by this concept. What else did Hill have to say about it?
He believed that the sixth sense is our connection to a higher power, a source of wisdom and guidance that's greater than ourselves. He referred to this higher power as infinite intelligence, and he believed that it's available to everyone, regardless of their background, beliefs, or circumstances. So it's about tapping into a universal consciousness, a source of wisdom and inspiration that can guide us on our journey.
Exactly. And Hill suggested that we can access this sixth sense through practices like meditation, prayer, spending time in nature, and by cultivating a sense of stillness and receptivity.
Okay, so it's about quieting the mind, stilling the chatter of our thoughts, and opening ourselves up to receive intuitive insights and guidance and inspiration.
Precisely. Hill believed that the sixth sense is a powerful tool for decision-making, problem-solving, and navigating the complexities of life. He encouraged his readers to develop their intuition, to trust their gut feelings, and
Yeah.
to be open to receiving guidance from a source beyond their rational minds.
Wow, this is pretty mind-blowing. It makes you realize that there might be more to success than just logic and strategy and hard work. Maybe there's a deeper level of knowing that we can tap into, a source of wisdom and guidance that can lead us to extraordinary achievements.
Exactly. And Hill's insights on the sixth sense really challenge us to expand our understanding of what's possible and to embrace a more holistic approach to success, one that integrates our intuition, our emotions, and our connection to something greater than ourselves.
It's like it's about creating this synergy between our inner world and our outer actions, you know.
Exactly. And Hill's insights on the sixth sense challenge us to expand our understanding of what's possible and to embrace a more holistic approach to success, one that integrates our intuition, our emotions, and our connection to something greater than ourselves.
This has been an incredible journey through Think and Grow Rich. We've explored some incredibly powerful principles for achieving success, overcoming fear, harnessing the power of our minds, and tapping into our full potential.
It's been a pleasure diving into these principles with you. And as we wrap up our exploration, it's important to remember that Think and Grow Rich is more than just a guide to financial success. It's a blueprint for living a fulfilling and purposeful life.
So it's about achieving success in all areas of life, not just our careers or finances. It's about creating a life that's aligned with our values, our passions, and our deepest aspirations.
Precisely. Hitler believed that true success encompasses happiness, health, meaningful relationships, and a sense of contribution to the world. He emphasizes that by aligning our thoughts, beliefs, and actions with our deepest values, we can create a life that's both prosperous and fulfilling.
It's about finding that sweet spot where our passions and talents and purpose intersect.
Exactly. And Hill reminds us that the journey to success is not a linear path. It's filled with twists and turns, setbacks, and triumphs. But by embracing the principles outlined in Think and Grow Rich, we can navigate the challenges, overcome obstacles, and ultimately achieve our dreams.
So it's about having that growth mindset, seeing challenges as opportunities for learning, and never giving up on ourselves or our dreams.
Precisely. And remember, Hill never explicitly reveals the Carnegie secret.
Yeah.
It's up to each of us to discover it through our own journey of self-discovery, growth, and the application of these principles.
Oh, that's a great point. It's like a final challenge to the listener, encouraging us to take what we've learned, apply it to our lives, and unlock that secret to success within ourselves.
Exactly. Think and Grow Rich is a book that can be revisited time and time again, offering new insights and inspiration with each reading. It's a timeless classic that has empowered millions of people to transform their lives and achieve their dreams.
Well, there you have it. We've extracted those golden nuggets of wisdom from Think and Grow Rich, exploring its core principles, unforgettable stories, and profound insights. Remember, it's one thing to learn these principles, but the real magic happens when you put them into action. So go out there, embrace the journey, and create the life you desire.